I'm Claudia Jordan, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Marielle Hemingway, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Elia English, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Ellie Drake, and you're watching A Brave Heart View. Hello and welcome to A Brave Heart View. Ready to get inspired in only 10 minutes? Your hosts today are Claudia Jordan, TV and radio host and one of the stars of Celebrity Apprentice. Marielle Hemingway, Oscar-nominated actress and best-selling author. Elia English, Broadway TV and film actress and series regular on The Jamie Foxx Show and Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I'm Ellie Drake, the founder of Brave Heart Women. Our guest today is the co-author of the best-selling book, Changing the Channel, 12 Easy Ways to Make Millions for Your Business. She's also the CEO and publisher of Early to Rise, which has hundreds of thousands of enthusiastic, I'm one of them, subscribers. She speaks all over the world and is an expert on business acceleration. We are honored to welcome Mary Ellen Tribby. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm really honored to be here. Thank you.
What a fantastic, I have to go over a couple of points. We were talking about it during the break here. So you have 3 children, 3 small children.
I do.
You have a husband of 13 years who's a pilot.
Yes.
You're the CEO of a very successful business. In fact, you came on board and within 15 months you tripled?
Yes.
Quadrupled. Tripled. Something like that.
Don't be humble here. Give it to us.
And your book hit the bestsellers list in 10 hours.
Yes.
You get up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym. I mean, you are Superwoman, Braveheart woman.
To say.
I feel like such a
How do
loser
you
right
do
now.
that?
It's too much.
You know, it's not, and that's the thing. You don't have to be Superwoman. What I say is there's 3 keys to really balancing your life.
Yeah.
And the first one, I'm a firm believer in. The first one is your attitude. And everything starts with your attitude. I mean, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all wake up fresh every morning. And life isn't about what happens to us. Life is about how we handle what happens to us.
That's right.
So that's key. And then the second is the choices that you make. I mean, you've got to make the right choices. I mean, there are many mornings we'd rather just stay in bed for an extra hour.
Yeah.
But the choice is, okay, I could either stay in bed, not exercise, not feel great for the day, or get out of bed and go do this first. And then the third is really the relationships that you develop within your life.
Yeah.
And you've got to develop relationships that are good for you, that are good for your family, that are good for your business. And when you follow those 3, it really helps to, understand what's important.
Yeah. Do you send out your newsletter almost every day, is it?
Every day, 7 days a week.
800,000 subscribers receive that newsletter. And when I look at the newsletter, I truly feel that there is an early to rise energy. There is like a fantastic, and I can't help but think that there must be some Mary Ellen energy infused into that.
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of rules with our company, right? Because we have a great group of people. But what I tell everyone is they need to read Early to Rise every day because we put out such great information for people that we should be taking advantage of.
Yeah.
And so we do. I mean, we get in early and we get started. We take our business very seriously. Our customers spend a tremendous amount of time and money with us. Yeah. So we are a very customer-centric organization where we are there because of them.
You were saying off camera that, to get the important things done in your life earlier in the day. Why is that as opposed to later on in the day?
Because that's when you're most focused. That's when your energy's going. People do it all wrong. They get into the office and what do? They go through 100 emails and 98 of them are useless, right? I mean, you don't need 98 of the emails that you get. And so they spend those hours, those quiet time when you should be, your energy is, your creativity is flowing.
You've just slept. You have the most vitality at that time of day.
When
Absolutely.
I was writing the book, I would get to my office at 6 a.m. and I would do nothing but write until 9 or 10 o'clock. Everyone knew, do not come in the office. I'm not going to check emails.
So my grandfather only wrote very early in the morning. The sun would rise, he would write. That's when he would do it, and it was done by 10.
Yes.
Ernest Hemingway. There you go.
Yes.
I heard something you guys were talking about multi-channel marketing. Can you talk about that a little further? Because most people hear multi-level marketing.
No.
That's
Totally different. Multi-channel.
It's not that at all. First of all, when I talk about marketing, I'm talking about direct response marketing, which is very different than branding. You know,
Yeah.
people always think they have to brand themselves, they have to brand their product. But small business owners, you know, you don't need to go out there and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on an advertising agency to brand yourself. What you need to do is develop direct response skills, direct response marketing skills, which is, you know, knowing what you're sending out the door, that you're going to get an immediate response, a quantifiable response, a specific response.
What's interesting about what you do, though, is because, you know, doing that direct response thing, not everybody responds, and obviously, because if your book was bestselling in 10 hours, you get response from your people.
Yes.
They actually are listening
Yes.
to what you say, because a lot of people will have a lot of whatever, they have a lot of people in their email list, but not everybody takes action.
Right.
So you must be doing something that we need to learn.
Well,
What is it?
a big key is that we give our subscribers something of value every single day for free. Every single day
think
they
that's
get
probably the key.
value.
Yeah.
It's useful, it's relevant, it's actionable
Yeah.
for their
So
business.
they give back
or-
to you because you've given them something every
Exactly.
single day. That's wonderful.
And then you can't give everything away for free all the time, and so
no,
you've
right.
got to sell things that they can take to the next level. They determine out of what they get free what they need to learn more of, and then they go and they buy the things that will help them meet their goals.
How long did it take for you to build this business?
Our business.
Well, for the actual, your 900,000 people. How long did that take?
Well, we started 10 years ago. We have been in business for 10 years.
Yeah.
And so really within the last, the last 3 years, we've just had an incredible acceleration.
Yeah.
Have you always
Since
been
Mary
like
Ellen came on.
Have you always been like this? Or I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure once you're in the habit of doing it, it's easy.
Yes.
But for the people that are not as motivated, that want to get motivated and want to like live like you, like what advice would you give to people?
Yeah.
That are lazy right now, or not ambitious, or not motivated?
I would say that you've got to take action. The first step, even if you don't know how to do something, is doing something. Read a book. Get up 20 minutes early. You don't have to get up 3 hours earlier if that's not you. Get up 15 minutes earlier tomorrow, next week a half hour earlier, the next week an hour earlier, until you're getting done the things that you want to get done.
I love what you speak about because, before you were saying, we should all get up at 4:30 and go to the gym at 5. You're talking about your lifestyle.
Yes.
It has to be suited to you because what it is, you have a balanced lifestyle, because I talk a lot about that in what I do, but balanced lifestyle is very individual. It's very specific to the individual, like you were saying, but it's like what works for you. So how do you implement those things into your specific lifestyle? What you do is extraordinary.
Do you use your instinct or your intuition at
Yes,
all?
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And it's funny. I mean, I lived in New York City for 15 years.
Yeah.
So actually, when I moved to Florida, I've slowed down considerably, right?
Yeah.
Because your environment is such a big influence. But it's just the way I've always been. I just feel better about everything I do when you get up and you start. You have many accomplishments during the day.
Is your husband comfortable with the powerful, successful woman you are?
Yes, my husband is the best husband in the entire world. And is my biggest fan. So yes.
Go
yes.
Patrick!
Yes.
Mary Ellen, I have a question. Let's say I'm Timmy or Sally or Janet out there, and every day I get up in the morning and I send out emails. Let's say I have a product that I'm trying to promote, and I send out emails, and I've made plans that every day I'll do like about 50 emails, and then I'm not getting any response. What advice would you give to, especially for this direct response marketing type of thing, to someone like that if they're having that kind of trouble?
Okay. There are 3 major factors in any marketing campaign. The first is the copy, the message that you're sending. The second is your list, who are you sending it to, and the third is your offer. Okay, so what you're selling, how much you're charging, what they're getting, what they have to do to get that. And many people think that the copy is the most important thing, but it's not. In reality, the list, the people that it's going to is
But
the
you have
most
to build
important.
your list, and
Yes,
building
you
your
do.
list is really hard. Trust me,
No.
I'm trying to build my own.
Well,
It's
no,
not
we
easy.
can help you with that. Building your list, it's not easy, but it's not hard.
Okay.
It's very methodical.
Okay.
I like to hear, yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's why when you read the book, you will understand there are so many ways to build a list. But the thing about that is you don't think about them as a list. You think about these people as your community. You're building a
individuals, right.
like-minded community.
Right,
Therefore, if you are sending the wrong message to the wrong community, you're not going to get any response.
Interesting.
So you've got to combine
that
You
those
makes
could be
three.
sending to a million wrong customers.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when people say to you, "Oh, I've got a list of 1 million people," well, you need to ask them, what are they buying? What are they responding to?
Yeah.
Because a list of 1 million people, that doesn't mean anything.
Everybody's got to read the book.
Yes,
Multi-talented
no,
marketing.
absolutely.
Yes.
And
Fascinating.
early to rise earlytorise.com, Early to Rise newsletter is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
you.
So much great information.
Really
We can go
helpful.
on asking you for
I
2
know,
days.
I
but-
feel like now
Writing
because of
stuff
you, I'm gonna start getting up at 5 a.m. instead of coming in the house at 5 a.m.
Yeah, Claudia, Mary
No more
Ellen
coming
did
in
it.
when the birds are
There you
chirping.
Go ahead.
All right, to get more information about Mary Ellen Tribby, log into braveheartview.com and click on resources.
Core Inner Circle members, you can also access Mary Ellen's exclusive video titled Simple Multi-Channel Marketing Tips Every Entrepreneur Should Know in your Core member section.
Finally, we want to get your Braveheart view. So to join us in our discussion forum after the show or to watch more episodes, go to braveheartview.com.
On behalf of our incredible guest, Mary Ellen Tribby, and our hosts, Claudia, Mariel, Elia, and myself, Ellie, thank you for connecting and peace in. Multi-channel marketing. That was